Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. Welcome. You've come on a kind of an advanced day, but I believe if you were led to this channel, you can handle it. Today's message I'm going to entitle Revolution. Listen to this from the Asha Oracle. It says, to be set free from the tyranny of the outer world, you must first be liberated in your own mind. Whatever you want to see in your world, you must first see it in yourself. And this is so important because a lot of times we're fighting against ourselves. The things we say we want to manifest, but with the frequency we're holding, we're saying we don't really want to manifest that in our world. Because if we did, we would understand the importance of frequency, that everything is information and energy. And we must hold that right information, that right energy to form it in our lives. And the more you experience this and work in this, it becomes so clear that you're actually fighting against God good, against yourself, against seeing heaven on earth when you choose to hold low frequencies of anger and hate and unforgiveness. My friends, we have to take an honest look in our energies. What energy am I holding? And I know you have good reasons to hold unforgiveness, to be really pissed off. I understand it. Every one of the Order of the Magi understands it. We've been there. But it's not going to do you any good. You're going to have to forgive those that never even said, I'm sorry. You're going to have to be pure. Now, this is the beauty of the message of the Magi. We worship pure spirit. We don't worship gods and goddesses. Those things are temporary. Those things are made up in man's mind, a collective conscious, where men and women come together and they form gods and goddesses in their own image, and they worship them and they create them, and it makes a real energy, doesn't it? A real force. But there's something higher. It's so beautiful. In the Yoga Sutras, in the Gita, it talks about if you aim for the gods, you'll go to the gods. You got to aim for that pure source. That pure, undefiled, undiluted, unmixed, pure spirit that is just good. It's pure love. It's pure peace, pure joy, pure power. And it's beautiful and it's bliss. And it's what you crave because you come from that pure spirit. You are in truth, in your heart of hearts, made of that pure spirit, of that image. It's what you are, and you shall return to it. But you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to set down those low, dense energies. And people, they hold on to them so tight, it's become a part of their story and their identity. And they don't want to let it go. You're going to have to set it down if you want to rise. You're not going to go up holding on to those dense energies. You're going to have to let it go. And you're going to feel so good when you do it. Good spirit, pure spirit, let their hearts hear this right now. And give them the strength and the guidance to perform this. Holy Spirit, come, fill us with your essence, with your frequency. Let us attune and match to your love that no hate, fear, and greed can live in. No unforgiveness can live in. Let your peace flow into us and fill us completely, where there's no distress, no worry, no dis-ease. And my God, let your joy fill us, because this is where we're going to create out of. Asha 1 says, create in joy. We're going to hold that frequency of joy, and we're going to paint our new story, our new world, with this energy and this frequency. I pulled 3 cards this morning for this message I want to share with you. One, my best friend, the 4 of Swords. And you'll see a man in meditation. We're going to have to go into that divine spark. We're going to have to close our eyes to the outside world and go into our heart of hearts and see that pure spirit. My goodness, the world religions have created a God that gets angry, jealous, hates, wars, kills men, women, and children, and they call that God. We're going to have to go above the gods to the highest principle of good God. God good, pure good, pure spirit. That highest principle, that highest truth, that pure light. And we're going to find that inside of us. There is a guide, a divine spark in your heart of hearts. Then I pulled the Emperor. We're going to rule our world, create our world with those high frequencies that we find inside of us, those true frequencies, those true codes, that true information, that true energy. And we're going to make a true world, a real world, a good world. And then I pulled, and I love this, it's the 2 of Wands. And can you see, he's standing on top of his castle, viewing out over his kingdom, but in his hand he's holding a world. So he's looking out over a world, and in his hand he's holding a world. And the hand, or the world that he's holding, is the world he has created. Makes me think of what the Christ said, verily, verily, I say unto you, he who holds my word has God life. The frequency that you hold is the world you create. What is in your hand? What is in your heart? What frequency are you holding? That's the world you're going to behold before you. Stop fighting yourself. Stop fighting God. Stop fighting Asha, heaven on earth, by holding those low frequencies. Well, Magus, what can I do? 1, forgive yourself. Love yourself. 2, forgive others. Love others. Restore God's image, pure spirit. You're going to have to set down some of those ideas that you were given of who God is. You were lied to. He's been misrepresented. You've taken into a God, into yourself, into your frequency, a God, a spirit that sends good and evil, loves and hate, can be at peace, at war. You have to set that mixed God down and go to pure spirit. And it'll be as easy as coming home. Because in truth, that's what you are. You're not your past failures and mistakes and errors. You're good. Yeah, we've all done bad, haven't we? We have to forgive ourselves, love ourselves. We knew when we came to this earth, this time, space, born in our very genes and DNA was going to be sins and errors and addictions and anger issues. But we knew we would tap back into that pure spirit, and that pure light would run the darkness out, and we wouldn't pass it to future generations. My God, you see it so clear. The word we hold, that original light code that came from a perfect creator's perfect mind, that perfect information, we attune to it and we hold it, and we will create it around our world. I know we're in different seasons in our lives. Some of you are still growing, but you can get to a place where you're living in Asha, heaven on earth. You start to create that world around you, that love around you, that shield around you. And you're living in Asha, heaven on earth, truth, the real. And you live in the real world because you hold the real. You know the real. You've become the real. And it's good. and it's pure spirit, and you share it with this family of light. It's beautiful. I love you guys so much. If this message was a blessing to you, let me know. Maybe you know someone needs to hear this. Share it with them. And know I love you.